I remember when you would not call my name, when the law was enough to keep you safe. You stood in the light, you stood so proud. Now you bow your head, now you speak it loud. You say, Godfather, hear my plea. But where were you when you were free? No hand to shake, no chair for me. Now you bring your sorrow to my door with a fee. Outside they dance, my daughter smiles. 1,000 laughs drift through the aisles. But in this room the air stands still, where every word becomes a will. You ask for blood, you call it right. You want the dark to fix the light. But justice isn't bought in gold, it's given when respect is told. You come to me on this sacred day, with empty hands and debts to pay. You want a world that bends your way, but power listens to what you say. Not in your words, but how you kneel. Not what you want, but what you feel. One day I'll call, you'll understand. A favor lives in a quiet hand. I built this life on whispered trust, on knowing who will turn to dust. No shouting men, no reckless pride, just his decisions side by side. A man who stands with family near has nothing left in life to fear. But those who walk their path alone will beg for kings they've never known. I do not deal in rage or spite. I do not move without the right. But when I give, I never miss, and nothing given comes for free in this. Remember this when you walk away. The price of peace is not delay. It waits in silence, patient still. A debt of blood, a test of will. You come to me, now understand. You place your fate inside my hand, and I accept, not for your plea, but for the man you failed to be. So go in peace, your wish is done, but know this truth has just begun. The day will come, I'll speak your name, and you will answer just the same. On this day of love and light, I give you darkness dressed as right. A man is measured, not by what he says. I've seen men rise with empty hands and lose it all to shifting sands. They chase a world that doesn't stay. It turns its back, it walks away. They trust in things that fade with time, and borrowed names and borrowed light. But what you build within your own is something no one else can own. You think the world will let you stand without a place, without a hand. But every road you walk alone leads further from what makes a home. The man who stands with family strong will never truly stand alone. The night may fall, the road be long, but blood will always guide him home. And everything you think you need is never what it seems to be. The world will take, it always does, but not from those who stand with us. I gave you more than just a name, a shield from hunger, fear and shame, a place where no one stands in doubt of who they are or what they're about. You may believe you've found a way to live outside of what we wait, but even distance cannot hide the truth you carry deep inside. You speak of freedom like it's yours, like it was not there before. But every step you think you take was shaped by choices that we make. A man who stands with family strong will never bend, will never break. The world may test him all along, but it can only take what he forsakes. And if you walk too far away, you'll find there's always a price to pay. Not in gold and not in demand, but in the loss of where you stand. Someday the world will turn on you the way it always turns on men, and you will look for something true and find your way back here again. Not through fear and not through need, but understanding what you bleed, a truth that time will make you see. Separate from me. A man who stands with family strong will never truly lose his way. No matter where he thinks he's gone, the blood will always make him stay. And everything you try to be will bend beneath identity until you finally understand you were never outside this hand. A man is what he keeps.
I see the way they say his name, like something holy wrapped in flame. A quiet room, a lowered voice, where every favor is a choice. I watch it all from just outside, a different path, a different life. No shadows hanging over me, no ties I didn't choose to keep. You ask me where I come from, I tell you like it's small, just stories from a past life that won't touch me at all. That's my family, not me. That's their world, not what I'll be. I stand here in the light, I'm free. That's my family, not me. I won't carry what they've done, I won't live beneath that sun. There's a line they cannot see. That's my family, not me. There's laughter drifting through the air, a wedding song, a distant prayer. And in between the joy and wine, there's something no one can define. A look exchanged, a door that's closed, a truth that everybody knows, but no one says it out too loud. They wear their silence like a crown. You hold on to my hand like I'm already gone, like something in my blood is where I still belong. That's my family, not me. That's their world, not what I'll be. I fought my way to something clean. That's my family, not me. I won't answer when they call, I won't be that man at all. There's a life I'm gonna lead. That's my family, not me. But sometimes in the quiet, when the music fades away, I hear it in the distance, like an echo I can't shake, a voice I don't remember, but it sounds like something true, saying you can walk forever, but it's walking next to you. That's my family, not me. That's what I still believe, but something underneath keeps pulling at my feet. I say it like a prayer, like if I say it, it's there, a truth I try to see. That's my family, not me, not me, not me, not me, not me.
I've seen men raise their voices high and lose everything they tried to hide. They wave their hands, they bare their teeth, but power never needs to speak. I build my name in quiet rooms where words arrive and seal your doom. No sudden moves, no wasted breath, just understanding what comes next. You say no like it's your right, like you can stand against the night. But every door you walked before was opened by my hand once more. I make an offer you can't refuse, not with a threat, but what you lose. A choice that fades before it's made, a game already played. You keep your pride, you keep your voice, but I remove the need for choice. And when you sign, you'll call it truth and offer you can't refuse. You think it's money that I bring, a simple temporary thing, but what I give is far more deep. A place to stand, a place to keep. Protection isn't bought in gold. It's knowing who will break the mold and who will bend before they fall, and who was never strong at all. You look at me and see a man, but you don't see the greater plan. The threats you never realized are all connected, all tied. I make an offer you can't refuse, not with a gun, but what you choose or what remains. One choice is gone and you must finally move along. You shake my hand, you seal your fate, not out of fear, but watch you wait. And in the end you'll call it truce, then offer you can't I do not rush, I do not chase, I let the world fall into place. A patient hand, a careful eye, I watch, I wait, I let it die. And when the moment comes to pass, you'll wonder how it moved so fast. But every step that led you here was placed before you crystal clear. I made an offer you can't refuse, not force, not fire, just simple truths. The way to march you stand to lose will always lead you where I choose. You call it fate, you call it chance, you'll never see the hidden hand until you stand with nothing left and take the deal. To save yourself, an offer you can't refuse. And when you think you had a choice, that is when I have already won. The street is just another room, a different wall, a different tune. I walk between what's seen and not, a careful step, a measured thought. Oranges in my hand, I pause, a simple life, a simple cause. The world is still, the air is thin, and something shifts beneath my skin. No warning sign, no second glance, just feet arriving, not by chance. One shot, break the air. Two shots, no one there. Three shots, the world goes blind. Four shots, leave it behind. Five shots, and power falls to the ground. I taught them how to move like No wasted time, no moments missed. So now I feel it in their hands, a perfect echo of my plans. The sound of a running shadow split, a life reduced to seconds hit. The fruit rolls out across the street, the crown collapses at my feet. So this is how the silence breaks, not with a word, but with mistakes. One shot through the day, two shots fade away, three shots no control, four shots take the soul, five shots and nothing answers anymore. Was I too slow, or just too sure that what I built would still endure? A man who waits, a man who knows, can still be caught before he moves. One shot in the past, two shots, nothing lasts. Three shots break the throne, four shots all alone, five shots and even kings can fall. Not every answer is refused. Empty halls and flickering light, no guards, no voices in the night. A place that's meant to keep you safe now feels like something out of place. A chair pushed back, a half-drunk cup, like someone left and didn't rush. But I can feel it in the air, something's wrong, and no one's there. They said this world was not for me, that I could choose to stay clean. But standing here, I finally see you don't get choice, you're chosen in between. I'm with you now, you're not alone, no one will touch what is my own. They try to take what I won't lose, now I decide, now I choose. I'm with you now, I understand the weight you carried in your hands. It's not the world I thought I knew, it's the one I'm walking into. Your breath is slow, your eyes still closed. A war outside you never chose. And for a moment I can see the cost of what you built to be. No crown, no throne, no grand design, just fragile life between the lines. And everything I turned away is standing right in front of me. They think you're weak, they think it's done, they think they've already won, but they don't see what I've become. Not yet, not yet. I'm with you now. You're not alone, no one will claim what we have grown. They crossed a line they can't undo. Now I decide what happens to you. I'm with you now, I see it clear, the thing they fear
I said was true, until it wasn't. Move the bed, turn off the lights, change the room, stay out of sight. If they come back, they won't expect a different hand, a new effect. I stand outside, I play the part, a steady face, a quiet heart. They look at me, but they don't know how far. I'm ready now to go. I'm with you now, this is my place. I see the world behind your face, the lines, the rules, the hidden truth, the things a man must sometimes do. I'm with you now, no turning back, no stepping off this quiet track. And everything I said I'd be is something different now. I'm with you now, and they should be afraid of me.
They fit across and call it peace. They dress it up, they keep it clean. The table's set with careful lies and something hidden in their eyes. They think I'm just a messenger, a quiet son, an observer. But every word they let me hear is one more reason they disappear. They took a shot, they made it clear what happens when you show them fear. Now I don't ask what should be done, I've already chosen one. This is the first thing I decide. No one tells me where to stand. No one moves me from inside. No one takes what's in my hands. This is the line I'm stepping through. No hesitation left to lose. They made a move they can't undo. Now I decide what happens to you. Place, a crowded room, the safest way to seal their doom. They trust the rules, they trust the code. They think I won't explode. A hidden weight beneath all the quiet, and behind it all, the moment comes I won't delay. No second thought, no other way. They look at me and see a boy, a harmless face, no threat, no noise. But in my head it's already done. This is the first thing I decide. No one speaks and I obey. No more standing to the side, no more walking away. This is the moment I become everything I said I'm not. And once it's done, it can't be stopped. And now won't want it to. Breathe in, for the badge, blind, the lie, no angerless, no need to prove, just one clean, necessary move. Now, it's just the first thing I decide. No more distance, no disguise. I see the world for what it is, and I remove what doesn't fit. This is the path I'm walking through. No turning back, no different view. They had their chance, they told their side, and now I choose no more waiting. From the noise, far from the need. Golden light on broken stone, a quale plus the fuse y alcohol. No whiskey deals, no watching eyes. Kissed open these fields and endless skies. They do not ask me who I was. No weight of blood, no hidden cause. A different man can stand here from where something close enough to be. And for a moment I believe there's something I don't have to be. Under the Sicilian sun, I feel like I could come undone. Like all the things I left behind were never really mine. And in her eyes I almost see a life untouched by what made me. A world that doesn't need to run under the Sicilian sun. She walks beside me through the hills. Her quiet heart is strong, the will. No questions asked, no need to hide. Just simple truth I can't deny. A name that sounds so clean, so new. A life that might have once been true. If I had never crossed that line, if I had left it all behind. But even here it follows me, the shadow I don't always see. Under the Sicilian sun, I try to forget what I'll become, but every road I try to take still bends toward the same mistake. And in her hands I'd almost stay, like I could let it fade away, like I could still outrun far from the noise. Still not far enough.
I see it now. Not as it was. But as it works. He built a world that didn't end, that moved around him in the end. A careful hand, a quiet rule, a king who never played the fool. I used to think it held him down, a weight, a shadow, not a crown. But standing here inside the frame, I see the structure, see the game. Every favor, every name, every loss and every gain. Not a moment left to chance, just consequence. This is what my father built, not with blood, but what was willed. Every line and every thread, every word that went unsaid. This is where I take my place, not by right, but what I face, and everything he held in hand, I now command. They think the past is buried deep, they think the wounds don't always keep. But every move they ever made is written in the debts they paid. I don't rush, I don't explain, I let them circle in their chain. And when they finally understand, they'll realize I always planned. No more doubt, no more delay, no more stepping out the way. This is not the man I knew. It's something new. This is what my father built, and I refined, he shaped the guilt. Every door and today. I speak as one. I stand as rulers. I speak as one. They gather in white and gold, a sacred story old as time. A child is brought into the light, a name is given, a life defined. The waterfalls, the questions arise, a promise spoken, purified. I stand before what's called divine and say the words like they are mine. Do you renounce? I know the wolf, I know the role, I know what answers fit the soul. I renounce. You renounce. You renounce. I sound. I sound in light. I stand in truth. In light, in truth. A door is closed across the town. A man looks up, then looks down. A final breath, a sudden end. A quiet message clearly sent. Another street, another name. Another life, erase the stain. No need for words, no need for proof. Just act.